Hi, it's Frank Versace with Versace Real Estate, and today we're going to take a look at what the Winnipeg real estate market is doing for February 2018. We're going to run the numbers. Stick around. All right, we're going to jump right in here. Let's get to work. Let's take a look at what's going on in Winnipeg here. Now, what you're going to see in the headlines everywhere is, according to the WinnipegRealtors MLS data, the market for February here is going to show as down 11%. And what that means is when they're showing that number is basically they're looking at unit sales. So you can see here that about 683 properties changed hands in the month of February. Now, if we go back to February last year, 2017, there were 766 properties that changed hands. So the difference there is 11%. So yes, the market is down 11%. The other number you're going to continue to hear is that year-to-date sales are also down. We've got 5%. So if you go back from January and you add up all the sales, January to February 2018, we had 1,254 sales. January to end of February 2017, we had 1,327 sales. So there we have our year-to-date number down by 5%. Now, that only, again, we're talking, it tells a little bit of part of the story. People, before we crucify the market that, everything is going down and, everybody should sit on the sidelines and wait. Let's dive a little deeper and find out a little bit more in the numbers to see what's happening exactly in the market and if this is going to be a trend that continues. So if we look at a little bit closer here, we can see that the actual number of sales of the 683, we had 474 units sold of houses, all right? So 474 houses, so if you were on the market, you had a 1 in 474 chance of being sold. And if you had a condo on the market, you had a 1 in 102 chance of being sold. So 474 units of houses sold, 102 units of condos sold. But as we dive a little bit deeper and we take a look at days on market, that is the time it takes to sell, what we can notice is a bit of an uptick in terms of the days. So houses in the month of February took 32 days to sell. Well, what happened in the month of January? Well, it was 39 days to sell. So we're actually reducing the time to sell from January to February by about 7 days. Now, what about condos? Yes, condos take a little bit longer, 45 days to sell a condo in the month of February. But again, if we look at the statistics from January, it was 47 days to get a condo sold. So we're down 2 days. So the time on market is tightening up. That's a good sign. That's a good thing. Now let's get to some fun numbers. Everybody likes to see the highest price sold and the lowest price sold in the market in Winnipeg. So in the month of February, we had a property for $1.28 million. That was our highest price. And again, Winnipeg being a diverse market, lowest price was $65,000. All right. Now, what we want to take a look at in terms of what's happening in the market and why are we down in sales is what's called the absorption rate, right? So this is the absorption rate in the month of February. So we've got A is active listings. That's the number of properties, the inventory for sale. So right now there's 3,391 properties for sale. Right? That's the amount of properties you have to choose from. Well, in the month of February, we had 683 sales, just like we said, 683 sales. So what does the absorption rate tell us about the market? Well, we've got 4.96 months of inventory available. What the heck does that mean? It means that if no more properties were added to the market, no more inventory came on the market, how long would it take to clear out all these 3,391 homes? Well, at a rate of 683 homes a month, it would take approximately 4.96 months to clear out all the inventory, about 5 months. So why is that important? Well, it tells us whether we're in a buyer's market, a seller's market, or a balanced market. And again, years past, right, this absorption rate was very, very low. So the inventory was turning and very quickly getting cleared out. So if we're looking at what type of market we're in, we need to take a look at number of months it takes to clear out the inventory. So here, if we're in a seller's market, we've got less than 3 months of inventory, meaning all the homes would be sold in less than 3 months if no new homes came on the market. Now, if we're in a buyer's market, it means that it's going to take more than 5 months to get all the inventory sold without any new inventory being added on. So you can tell if we're at 4.96 months of inventory, which is pretty much 5, we're pretty much in a buyer's market. We're leaning towards a buyer's market. Now, we've been balanced for quite some time, so that might change, right? We're still early in the game here. It's only February. We've got a spring market to come through, and I personally think that things are going to really take off, because when we look a little deeper at what is the percentage of homes selling above and below list and at list, here's the numbers, right? So last month we took a look at the properties that get put on the market that sell above list. Now, last month it was about 15%, 14.68% of the homes that were put on the market were being sold above list. Well, that number has changed in the month of February. Now it's 22.78% of homes put on the market in the month of February actually sold above list. So we're seeing an increase in the number of homes that are selling above list. What about the number of homes that are selling at list? Well, in the month of February is 9.47%, or about 10% of homes are selling right at the number where they put it on the market. That's the number that they're getting as far as an offer. Well, in the month of January, about 6%. Now, 10%. That's a good sign. What about the homes that are selling below list, right? Well, in the month of February, 67.72%, 68% sold below list. And in the month of January, it was around 80%. So what we're seeing is a bit more of a trend where we're taking a look at days on market is starting to shrink, right? So we're chewing off some time off the clock in terms of how long it takes for a property to get sold. And we're also seeing that the properties that are selling, there's more that are selling at and above list price as far as compared to January last month. So this is a good sign. Yes, the numbers are down, and that's going to be the big headlines in the news. However, when we look a little bit deeper, we're starting to see some really nice things happening in the Winnipeg real estate market. I think we're going to be off to a great year. We've got spring ahead. We've got summer ahead. It's a fantastic time to buy for sure because you've got lots of selection, and it's a fantastic time to sell because the really good properties, right, we're going to see they're selling above list. So if you're going to buy, if you're going to sell, you're going to invest, give Versace Real Estate a call. We'd love to help you, and I hope this has been good information for you. Take care and stay positive.